And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, in today's video, as always, going to be going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. Of course, not back in action again until tomorrow night, as we do play that game in hand against Ross County, a game where we can actually go to the top of the table, depending on how the sort of scoreline reflects, but certainly another match I'm really looking forward to. Really enjoying watching Rangers at this moment in time, and yeah, it'll be good to see that sort of all that matters is really points on the board. You'd rather have points on the board than the sort of games in hand, but finally we can put that and catch our games up and hopefully, as stated, go top of the league table. However, in this video, guys, as I stated, we will go over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. Quite a few bits and pieces to go over, but let's start with this one. Yes, Michael ONeill insists Ross McClean's performances for Rangers have helped inspire his international teammates. The midfielder has made 25 appearances for Rangers so far this season, scoring twice and providing 4 assists. McClean has also recently signed a contract extension with Rangers and has found himself in the international picture with Northern Ireland. The Rangers Academy graduate made his debut for ONeill's men against Finland in a Euro 2024 qualifier back in November, and while the 54-year-old admits the player's rise to prominence has taken him by surprise, he hopes other youngsters will follow the midfielder's example. Speaking to the Belfast Telegraph, he said, "Ross has done extremely well. He's held down a place consistently despite big competition at Rangers, with their form being so good. They have picked up results and a lot of points with the new manager, Philippe Clement, and clearly he is a fan of Ross because he plays him in basically every game. What's also good is that he plays for him for 90 minutes a lot of the time, which is also for a wide player is not always the case. I think that Ross has developed a lot in the last 2 or 3 months, and hopefully he brings that form and that consistency onto the international stage. I think a young player like Ross needs an opportunity. It didn't look that he was going to get the opportunity at Rangers. Then it came a little out of the blue, and Stephen Davis helped him in that respect when he was an interim manager and in for the 2 games. That gave Ross a breakthrough, and Philippe Clement kept him in the team subsequent to that. Every young player needs a break, whether it is at a club or international level, and I think Ross is a great example to a lot of young players because he's grabbed it with both hands." Yeah, as stated, it's good to see him playing all these games at this moment in time. I think there's always been a bit of congestion or always been hurdles with regards to our pathway from the youth to the sort of first team. And yeah, Ross is definitely showing how it's definitely done and how you can do it. And hopefully it continues, and hopefully he really emerges to be a real special player for Rangers going forward. In other news, guys, a Rangers icon, John Brown, has attributed Rangers' exceptional defensive record this season to the presence of Jack Butland in goal, and claimed a player that of his level deserves to be involved in the England setup and should be starting for Manchester United. Yes, Brown believes that Butland, who joined on a free transfer from Crystal Palace before the start of the 23-24 campaign, has been key to Rangers' newfound defensive solidity. He was also surprised that United, whose goalkeeper Andrew Onana has been guilty of a series of costly high-profile blunders since he'd been signed from Inter Milan for 43.8 million, did not hold on to the 30-year-old who they had on loan last season. Speaking at a promotional event for the Rangers Youth Development Company and their Union Jackpot halftime draw at Ibrox yesterday, Brown said, "The biggest thing you need is the quality goalkeeper, and Rangers have that. That is half the battle. You can be an excellent centre-back or a full-back, but if your goalkeeper is not to a level of Alan McGregor and Andy Gorham or Stefan Klos, guys I worked with, then it's not so easy. Butland is an international goalkeeper. He's fresh. He's not had a great deal of minutes in the previous seasons, but you can see his quality. When you see him coming out, he gives the backline a reassurance, and they don't need to be in too deep. With some keepers I played with, without mentioning names, we would be going deeper to protect them rather than have faith that if there is going to be a shot from 25 yards, we're comfortable they can make the save. He's been probably one of Rangers' best players so far this season." The Rangers ambassador continued, "I was always a fan of Butland. I was surprised he never got more minutes down south. When I look at the English Premier League, there's a lot of goalkeepers down there that I'd say Jack Butland is better than. He was at Manchester United, and for me, was their first choice goalkeeper. If I was going for a steady goalkeeper, then Jack Butland would be my choice. The fact we got him is fantastic for this football club." He went on to speak about him, of course, going into representing the England at Euro 2024 finals, and stated, he's coming into a club with 50,000 at home every game. He's playing in Europe, going for trophies. He's got a trophy in the bag, and he's a huge part of the backline success. He's probably has another 10 years at the top because of the years he's missed. Alan McGregor came back at 36, played it until he was 40, and was outstanding for us. So there's no reason why Rangers can't hopefully retain Jack. Following this, Football Insider actually went on to go speak about Jack Butland and actually discuss his current price tag and how valuable he is to Rangers at this moment in time, stating that he has his valuation has skyrocketed a further £15 million. Yes, of course, signed for a free. Football Insider have dubbed the goalkeeper as a potential player that the club could make huge profit for, and stated that his stock is continuing to rise, and stated that Rangers value him at around 15 to 20 million pounds. Yes, it is believed that the shot stopper could even be in line for an England recall. They continued potentially a huge development in his career to date following his last cap back in 2018. Potential involvement with Gareth Southgate's Three Lions could thrust Butland back onto the radar of Premier League sides, thus and further adding more money to Jack Butland's current price tag. As stated, it is believed, according to Football Insider, that Rangers value him above £15 million at this moment in time, which would represent a huge profit after his free transfer arrival. A well-placed source stated that, of course, Birmingham City were keen on Butland during Wayne Rooney's time at St Andrews, and also were subject to a bid from Nottingham Forest. Rangers, though, are keen to keep the 9-cap England star at Ibrox, but could consider a sale if that price tag is met. Rangers are aware Butland could be the difference in any Champions League qualifying campaign should they finish second in the Scottish Premiership. He has made 39 appearances across all competitions for the Glasgow Giants so far this season, keeping 20 clean sheets and conceding 29 goals. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of praise currently coming Jack Butland's way, and rightfully so. He's been in the media a lot recently with regards to him with Gareth Southgate kind of spoken on his England chances, but also at the same time stating that he's too good for Rangers, too good for this league. And I think he's a player that really does enjoy it, but as stated, guys, it's going to take a considerable amount. And now, you know, football publicists, sources are coming out talking about how much he's worth, but certainly, the bidding for me would certainly start around 20 to 25 million pounds for sure. You know, English, Premier League experience, has been capped by England, and still very, very young. He's 30 years old, and doing it for Rangers on the biggest of stages. So yeah, for me, that's how much he's worth. But yet another day, yet another article about Jack Butland. More people coming out and talking about Jack Butland's impact at this football club at this moment in time. And again, that valuation doesn't look like it's going to be going anywhere anytime soon, which is good, because we should never ever entertain bids lower than £20 million for Jack Butland, in my opinion. But Rangers fans, how much do you think he is worth? Give me an actual price tag down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember to check out our Rangers t-shirts. They're all available on our website by going down into the link in the description, or go to rfcclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.